match. Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner, buys some time by driving them into the corner, and now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Neither of them willing to back off here. Hold your breath! Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Heading into the end game now, it's getting to KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Checks them with the boot. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a count. Add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Spends 2 for the meteorite and absolutely destroys them. Player 1, oh, what's this? They can't squander this punish counter chance. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Both of them were ready for a throw. Oh, the back and forth reads are unreal. Big throws. Not much. Hold up. They broke through the super on. Must be KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Low heavy. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Knockdown. Player 1 chases them down. This is a critical point. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Heats it up with a combo into super. How's this round going to develop? Checks him with the boom. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Big throws. Knockdown and experiencing burnout. Impact finish. It was more than enough. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? What? Damn! Scores an important armor break. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Drops that off. In with the phalanx. Looking for a hold. Jump. Impact squat. Finds the target. Burns out. Oh, yo! Raw super hit. Player 2. Raw super art incoming. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Somehow manages the low. Oh, here we go. Connects with the throw. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Ooh, crushes the shins. Ugh, take a seat. Breaking, no one could have called that. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Fight with all your...
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the surprise rush in. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Well-timed corner switch. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Knockdown. Jumps. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start. Who's going to start things off? Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super arm. Sneaks in above. Jumps in. Spiral arrow. Knockdown and... Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both fighters planning something? More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Who's gonna take it? Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Clutch anti-air. This is it. Who's gonna sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. A jump. In with the phalanx. Player 1 can't use drive anymore. Up for the arrow. Amazing. All the throw connects. Target combo into... Oh, putting the cherry on top. That's how you close it out. What a beast. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Time to get down to business. The first delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Dashes forward. Player 2 has the life advantage. Got a small life lead, but it's not over. Stands firm and blocks the driver. Trips him up. Gets a chance with that jumper. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Neither of them willing to back off here. Takes a trip. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. All right, what's coming up next? Both fighters are trying not to get KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate goes for the good stuff first with the drive impact. Connects with medium kick. Uses the target combo as a filler. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Grabs and throws him away. Puts the super armor to good use. Going in, medium kick. Up for the arrow. What'll happen here? Cross-up attack. All the throw connects. Tensions are running high. Both of them think super armor. Cold and calculated. This is gonna gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Execute!
What a finish! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for Nash. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep.
Got you! You damn!
Neither of them willing to back off here.
Spiral arrow!
The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Good work staying in throw range there.
Strike! That's enough! There, right! Spiral arrow! There, right! Down!
Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the rush down to start. They're on a mission. Throws them to negate the block.
Spiral arrow!
Dashes up. Medium kick hits. There's a change of sides. What's the next move? Grabs and throws them away. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Looking for a chance. Doesn't miss a beat. It's a good spot to use the super. Chases them down. Going in, throws them. A super art? What were they thinking? Closing moment, turning it right up with a super. That's how you close it out. What a beast! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Comes a new challenger.
It's a mirror match. There's gonna be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Fight with all your...
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whip an attack and then strike without hesitation. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Get some. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
The Gladius throws them away. Brushes that off and keeps going. Box him with a target combo. Hold up, they broke through the super armor. Must have seen it coming. Showing some real tenacity. Pushing through with the Gladius. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will look. How will they utilize flawless round? They got him so quick. Player 1 proved to be the victor in that mirror match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Uh-oh, falls short. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Knockdown. Heading into the... Damn! Scores an important armor break. Digs in deep to get that drive KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
They were were expecting that drive impact. Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? A quick breather. Hit them with a stop and go. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages. Burnout activates. Sees him coming and shoves it off with the super armor. They're going for the super arm. Loads up the javelin and blasts them with the good stuff. What now? Player 2 Kent tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Flatlines him. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Fight round. Fight.
Wow, they had them all figured out. Those moves are made in Italy.
Player 2 can't let this simmer. They got connects with the throw. Okay, here we...
Super armor wasn't enough.
Dangerous range super armor.
Cold and calculated. Rails up with the gladius. Ugh, take us.
What a finish! Player 2 survived that tense mirror match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Puts the super armor to good use. The super armor does its job. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Punishes that ill-timed attack with a drive impact. Very bad choice there. Player 1 chases them down. Taking stock. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Very solid corner switch. Knockdown and... Each hit is so important here. Risky up-close scrap still goes for it and puts them down with the impact. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Pushing through with the gladius. Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Damn, scores an important armor break. Hold up, they broke through the super armor. Must have seen it coming. Scrapping it out up close. Quick, burnout activates. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Flatline zone. Player 1 survived that tense mirror match.
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Give me your best shot.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? They don't score the punish counter, but still get a nice hit in. The super armor does its job. Mono metal level is still kind of low here. They're going to need to find some chances to boost it. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. A little too greedy. Brings out the super armor. How is this going to work out for them? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Puts the super armor to good use. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight!
Hits them with a stopping block. Strong Quan takes them off their feet. Doesn't miss a beat. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Catapults them up and brings them crashing back down. KO! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. So, what are our fighters planning in this opening round? Goes for the surprise rush-in. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Got to teach him you can't just throw out moves. Reads them. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on it. Oh! Picture perfect punish counter. Player takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 1 must be feeling good after that super. Charges forward. They're at the center of the stage. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. The super doesn't hit. In there. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps in. Still very early in the round. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this back wide open. Player 2 creates a good hit them with a stopping block. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Takes in the throw. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
A new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Fight with all your heart!
Don't expect me to be a pushover. Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player 1 chases them down. With perfect execution and gameplay nets our fighter a perfect round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Got their eye on the air. Jumps up. Brushes that off and keeps going. Jumps. Damn! Scores an important armor break. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Player 2 is barely hanging in there. KO! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Will we see our fighters fill each other out or just let it fly in this opening round? Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? Neither of them willing to back off here. Knockdown. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 1 looking to impress. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. This Dragon Last Flame could be big. They're jostling for the dominant position. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super arm. In fold for the throw. That's what they came for. Flashes him. Still slugging it out at this range. That's a counter. Throws a fireball. A quick breather. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Showtime! Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? That was a solid anti-air. Wow, shut down. Charges in with authority. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Player 1 didn't rely too much on drive in that last round, but they may be looking to mix things up. Shout of Earth, cranking it up. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Looking for a chance, was hungry for the grab. Knockout and... experiencing burnout. Jump drive impact misses! The drive impact doesn't work! Going wild with Shadow Earth! Super Art to show off what PhD and fighters can do for you! Player 1 is on track to steal this match after the flatline zone! Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match!
Comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Fight with all your heart. No mercy for you.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Blocks the jump in. Gets a good read on their opponent. Gets through the opening. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Taking stock. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. In a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. And a super at KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate hits him with a stopping bomb. Jumps up. It's a good spot to use the super. Uses the target combo as a filler. The Gladius throws a perfect KO. They were in full control there. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Sticks the jump in. Brings out the super art. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Throws them to negate the block. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. They're laying into each other. Drive gauge gap here. Player 2 needs these. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player 1 can't use any drive moves, experiencing burnout. Looking to impress with this super. Closes it out. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one.
Final round. Fight.
Open with a jump in. Who's going? Goes to the air. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with the super armor. A jump. Barely blocks the jump in. Manages to block. Oh, yo! Rock super here. What's next? Carries them all the way to the corner in one go. Amazing! Rock super hard incoming. What were they thinking? Oh, here all the throw connects. They are in a real match. Chases them down. A real tech impact squat. It is over. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
A new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Here's to a fair fight.
Give me your best shot!
Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen?
Here. Here. Away.
Player 1 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. Jump in finds the mark. Takes the trip. Okay, creating some space here. Not shy with the grab. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Reads them. KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start the round. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. That combo did decent damage. Not much life left, but their drive burns out. Get an elbow. Both fighters planning something? Are we going to see a comeback here? Pounding them with the Lachuka. Can they stand the heat? Oh, here we go. Player 1. No way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight.
Fools them and locks them in the break.
Here.
Big Lob skewers them. Crowns them from above. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this cage disparity. What now? Sets up with the jump in. Nails the 3-ball. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Let the Chernobyl rip. Excellent read. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash?
Away.
Stone cold embrace. Flatlines them. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Gets some. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Neither of them willing to back off here. Smart play with the throw. Both fighters planning something? From upstairs. 3-ball. doesn't miss a beat. Goes for the jump in. Not much life left. With the spin over. Okay, here we go. Looking for it. Crowns him in there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Is that it then? Final round. Fight!
Both meets them air to air. This is gonna hurt. They trade hits. This unleashes some big damage. Player one with the lead. Will they go super armor? Cold and calculated. Solid anti-air. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes that just fools them and locks them in embrace. Okay, here I called it! I called it! Wants to close it out in style, but is it enough? Oh, so close! The next moves are gonna be crucial! Tries to act quickly, but with the attack! I can't believe it! They are done! Player one is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while! They really took it down to the wire.
Here comes a new challenger.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Fight without
Round one. Fight!
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Neither of them willing to back off. Will this super art connect? Misses the drive impact. Taking stock. Somehow pushes back all the way. Execute KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The Gladius throws them away. Both fighters planning some... burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Catapults them up and brings them crashing back down. Javelin of Marisa applies the super armor and pries them open. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. One player is in burnout state. Is it time to end this? Player 1 can't let this simmer. It's what a finish! Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the best. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. What's the play here? Box him with a target. Player 1 chases him down. Knockdown. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? It's a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Flies in with a fist to keep the pressure on. Player 1 is in a pretty... Hold up, they broke through the super armor. Must have seen it coming. Puts the super armor to good use. And bold! Nasty blow to the back of the head. Player 1 needs to use the... In there! Player 1 proved to be the victor in that mirror match.
Choose a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
The pleasure is mine.
Give me your best shot!
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? The super armor does its job. Nice Manos Dore. Getting those throws all pumped up. Neat, and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. All right, what's coming up next? Oh! Canceling each other out. These fighters are in sync. Challenge from above! Knockdown. Player 2, hold your breath. Were they baiting them into that? In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
They were expecting that drive impact. The next round charges forward. Going on the offensive? Digs in deep to get that drive impact. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. They are absolutely wailing on each other. They're going for the super art. Spends 2 for the meteorite and absolutely destroying them. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Experiencing burnout. Tons of space between the fighters now. Taps them on the dome. Swan Lake is on fire now. Oh, they got him. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Those moves are made in Italy. Hits them with a stop and pop. Get ready to be thrown to the sun. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Does a good job escaping the corner. Player 2 can super art to show off what a PhD and fighters can do for you. Big time whip. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Ooh, the drive impact hit for a punish. Swan Lake is on fire now. Look at the damage. They are done. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The first round begins. No time to save that. Going on the offensive? Goes for it all, but just misses. Mano's metal level is still kind of low here. They're going to need to find some chances to boost it. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Box him with a target combo. Taking stock. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Misses the drive impact. Trying to read each other here? Player 2 chases them down. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Are we going to see some fireworks? Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 holding on to that. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. The Gladius blows them away. Player 2, boom, untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect.
My cough.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps? There's a change of sides. Steals back a chance. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down. Burnout activates. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 throws him. That throw will do some good damage. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Okay, absolutely relentless. Add up that grip, muscle, and speed, and we're talking a heap of damage.
Let us begin.
Looking for a hold. Nothing stops this train. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Yo, let me get my dictionary for this one. Remember that. I can't believe it. Any mistake here is gonna be fixed. Rushes in. What are they gonna do? They both decide to ease the tension and back off. Player 2 turns out. Player 2 oh, it's enough. Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
A new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
On the scene! Give me your best shot!
Round 1. Fight!
All right, first round. What's going to happen? The cross-up's good. Rattles them with a beautifully placed jump in. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. And they break forward to pressure the opponent. Brushes off the impact. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Blocks the low heavy. What'll happen here? Grabs him. Player 2 can KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for the jump in to start. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Looking to impress with this super. Goes with the safe stuff with that target time. Goes for the jump in. Still scrapping for control of the space. Both fighters planning something? But they can't squander this punish counter chance. We have super arts on deck. There's KO! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? This is crucial. The opening round is about to begin. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? No good up high. Low heavy. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Box him with a top KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
The impact doesn't do anything. Gets the jump in. Long low attack hits. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Showing some real tenacity. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Does a good job escaping the corner. Still slugging it out at this range. Experiencing burnout. Player 2, the super doesn't hit. Player 2 has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. Are they thinking about, what a finish? Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
The top player is
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
that ain't the player.
Lots of aggression from both sides. The low heavy hits. What's the play here? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Sticks the combo. Player 2, there's a wall splash. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Are we going to see some fireworks here? Flies in with a fist and keeps the pressure on. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they mace, brushes that off, and keeps going. Hold up, they broke through the super arm. Must have seen it coming. Going in. Player 2 holding on to, just goes for it at this range. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Both fighters, the low kick hits. Player 1 is not in a good place, health opts for the critical art.
This is our destiny.
Getsuga Saiho connects! He's gonna show all those OGs that there's a new player in town! The drive gauge is low heavy. No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
Fight round. Fight.
Backdash to start. They're not taking any chances. This may turn into a big dance. The low. Player 1 will pivot lead to some big damage. Getting up close and personal. Clutch, anti-air. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Only 50% life left. Oh, here we cross that off. The brain on this fighter to fish for the cat flatline zone. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. They hit each other. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Gets the knockdown, and now... Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. All right, what's coming up next? Down to the wire. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Knockdown. Heading into the KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Hits him with a stopping block. Player 1 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Still burnout activated. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 has an empty drive loop. Brushes that off and keeps going. It's a good spot to use the super. The Getsuga Saiho hits. We're about to see a freestyle frenzy with no retakes.
Good enough.
Sets up with the jump in. Don't KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Let's see what these fighters have up their sleeves out of the gate. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Go heavy. Takes a trip. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Life lead is opening up, but that could still be overcome with smart drive use. The damage is really piling up now. You can slow heavy for the win. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Are we going to see some fireworks here? That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. How will they manage their drive gauge? Attack, defend, anything can happen in this situation. He's looking to impress with this super. Spends 2 for the meteorite and absolutely destroys them. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Throws them. Smart play with the throw. Crowns them from above. A quick breather. Hits them with a stopping block. Player 1 can't use any drive move. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. They gotta dig down deep here. Who will come out on top? Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? They back down to regroup. This may be the closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Open, crowns them from above. The low. Jumps, sets up with the jump in. The pace quickens after trading hits. Rushes in. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Amazing. Absolutely relentless. Those boots are made in Italy. Taking chunks out of it. Ow, they had them all figured out. Connects with the throw. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. Finds the target. This is it. Big drop. Big jamma. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one.